Put a $300 cooler and a $40 cooler in the sun with the same ice. Days later, the ice is nearly the same. The expensive one did not keep your drinks colder, it just left your wallet lighter. A rotomolded cooler is a plastic shell pumped full of high-density foam, and nearly every premium brand builds the same box. Independent tests land them within a day of each other, yet the prices swing from $40 to $400 in a market worth over $22 billion. This is a countdown of 5 cooler brands robbing you blind, ranked by how hard the price is to justify. From worst value number 5 down to worst value number 1, then the 2 brands actually worth every penny, plus the 4 checks that reveal real cooling power in any store aisle. Number 5 is Grizzly. This brand builds an honest, American-made LLDPE rotomolded body with thick, pressure-injected polyurethane foam. It carries official Interagency Grizzly Bear Committee certification, and if you keep the lid closed under ideal conditions, it holds ice for 6 to 7 days. The build quality is undeniable, featuring a heavy-duty rubber gasket and sturdy nylon-sleeved handles. But at $260, you pay a steep premium for patriotism and a niche wildlife certification. Independent tests show budget rotomolded boxes match these exact cooling times for more than $100 less, meaning that extra cash buys domestic manufacturing rather than actual cold retention. You might expect a higher price tag to solve basic design flaws, but our next contender proves that a premium nameplate can still leave your ice sweating in the sun. Number 4 is Engel. Instead of thinning out the insulation at the floor like many competitors, this box packs a full 2 inches of closed-cell polyurethane foam through its entire body, including the base. In independent testing, this thick-walled recipe held cold temperatures step for step with the most expensive coolers on the market, while long-term owners consistently praise the reliability of its airtight gasket seal. But you have to ask yourself why you are paying $270 for this performance. Cheaper rotomolded boxes now use almost identical insulation recipes, which means that extra premium price tag is mostly a name tax rather than a thermal advantage. You might think this markup is tough to swallow, but our next entry takes the pricing stretch even further because of a single over-engineered feature that adds massive weight without saving your ice. Number 3 is Pelican, a literal fortress of a cooler that you will break your back trying to move. If you want heavy-duty durability, this build is legendary. Controlled trials pushed a 50-quart Elite past 130 hours at food-safe temperatures. Owners swear by the thick polyurethane walls and those massive spring-loaded press and pull latches that lock down like a vault. But that bulletproof construction comes with a massive daily penalty. At over 26 pounds empty, its bulky footprint and extreme weight make it a nightmare to carry before you even drop in a single bag of ice. When you realize you are paying around $300 for a box that physically punishes you to transport, the markup becomes hard to ignore, because every cooler we have looked at so far already delivers multi-day cold. You have to ask yourself how much money and physical strain you are willing to absorb. This weight penalty is tough, but our next entry manages to charge even more for a design that forces you to fight with stiff rubber just to grab a drink. Number 2 is Orca. This box is built with thick 2.5-inch walls, paired with a 3-inch lid and floor, sealed tightly with a freezer-grade gasket. On paper, this heavy-duty insulation recipe even secured a 14-day head-to-head victory in manufacturer trials. If you want serious cold hold, the raw specs are hard to deny. But those theoretical numbers face a harsh reality check. Independent trials frequently drop this box right back into the middle of the pack, matching models that cost far less. Worse, you pay a steep physical penalty for that marginal thermal edge. At roughly 30 pounds, completely empty, its bulky footprint makes it an exhausting haul to carry from your truck to the campsite before you even pack a single drink. You end up paying over $250 to lug around dead weight for performance you will likely never actually need. Because if you think paying a weight penalty for average cooling is tough, the next brand charges an even steeper markup for less ice life. And finally, in first place, Yeti. There is no denying the build quality of the Tundra 45. It packs a thick, fat wall shell, nearly 3 inches of closed-cell insulation in the lid, heavy-duty rubber T-latches, and a certified bear-resistant design that has helped it top multiple professional ice retention tests. If you want a rugged box that can take a beating in the back of your truck, this construction is tough to fault. But you pay a massive premium for that clean logo on the front. At roughly $325, Yeti offers only a 5-year warranty, and their customer service has famously denied claims for actual bear attacks. When independent testing shows the Tundra holding ice for 5 to 6 days while budget rivals match or exceed that window for half the price, the math stops working. You pay for corporate marketing instead of colder temperatures. But if you are tired of paying a steep brand tax just to keep your drinks cold, a few alternative options prove you can get premium rotomolded performance without the premium markup. Another great option, CaterGator. This brand strips away the lifestyle marketing and focuses entirely on commercial-grade durability. Originally built for commercial restaurants and catering professionals, these rotomolded boxes use a thick-walled, foam-packed polyurethane recipe designed to keep food at safe holding temperatures in hot kitchens. For about $170, you get a rugged LLDPE shell, with thick rubber latches and metal reinforced handles that keep pace with high-end brands. Owners consistently report multi-day cold-holding performance that easily matches coolers costing twice as much. The main trade-off is cosmetic. You have to accept a plain, utilitarian finish with no high-gloss polish, fancy accessories, or trendy colors. But because your money goes directly into the insulation and seal instead of a corporate logo, you get true pro-grade performance without paying a brand tax. This plain finish is an easy compromise to save over $100, but our final pick goes even further by cutting the heavy dead weight without sacrificing a single hour of ice life. And finally, in first place, RTIC, the heavy-duty cooler that matches the cold retention performance of the premium benchmark for a fraction of the price. In independent head-to-head trials, the RTIC 45 finished neck and neck with a standard box that costs nearly twice as much. It achieves this thermal parity using a rugged, rotomolded LLDPE shell packed with 3 inches of pressure-injected polyurethane foam, a tight-sealing freezer-grade gasket, heavy-duty rope handles, and secure rubber T-latches. When you spend about $220 for this design, you keep over $100 in your pocket, compared to the $325 flagship. If you want to bypass the heavy lifting entirely on your next camping trip, their 52-quart ultralight option drops more than 30% of the traditional rotomolded weight while still holding ice for up to a week. Because you get comparable ice life and professional-grade durability without paying a massive lifestyle marketing markup, this box is worth every single penny. If you want more honest, evidence-driven gear reviews, subscribe to the channel. Across all 7 coolers, the truth is clear. Physics does not respect markup. High-density foam and a solid gasket cost the same to manufacture regardless of the brand logo. Buy the construction and the test data, not the hype. Subscribe for more honest, evidence-driven gear reviews.